and welcome back to episode 11 of Heroes Bastion. I am your Game Master, Alec Bard. Welcome back. All right, we're going to pick up right where we left off. The group
after that?
Yes, of course we are. The group of you have made your way down now to the kind of on-ramp area leading down to the bottom level of the city. And you can see the buildings, because you're essentially, imagine you're heading down like a large highway route, heading down, right? So you kind of have an overview of the city, and you see most of the buildings are underwater, as you see more and more water rushing in from the side. And very obviously so, the large gates have not closed above this level, sealing it off. What do you do?
It'd be a really pretty sight if the city wasn't being destroyed.
Do we know where the actual gates are?
So you would know, essentially you're kind of at like this kind of above level looking over the city, right? So you would know they are on the far walls of the city. They're meant to kind of close over it. So there's one on the far end over here. There's one on the far end over there and above you. So you'd have to head to it and get to it somehow.
All right. Okay. We want to split up and try and see if we can each get to one of them.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Lila's gonna turn to Blue and be like, "Are you gonna be able to do anything?"
Yeah, I can. And as he like tries to move, he like winces and grabs his rib. He's like, "Yeah, I got it. I can. Maybe I'll sit.
Okay, just sit down for now. Okay.
Yeah. He's like, can you get my cigarettes out of my pocket?
Oh my.
Are those not destroyed already?
And he like, the pack is like all busted. He's like, oh, fuck.
We'll get you new ones.
Yep.
She's like, just kind of tosses him at that point. She's like, "You already have it."
One of many. And he like, as he like tries to choke out that line, like he like coughs and is in pain.
Please stop. I love God. And she would go sit him down and then like turn to the rest of the group and be like, "Okay, so us, we need to try and get these doors closed. No doubt in my mind that they've been tampered with."
Okay. How do we get them closed? Is there like a lever or a switch?
I don't know. I can try and see.
Just draw.
You want me to try and drag him closed?
If that's our only way to close the gates, then I don't foresee me being very helpful right now.
I was hoping you know your way around computers enough.
Enough to close a gate that's been tampered with? Are they controlled electronically?
I don't know.
Yes, you would know this.
Oh,
I do know.
thanks, God.
Yes. You're welcome.
Yes. Do we know where that control panel would be, or like where control panels for them would be?
You would have to essentially so there's like a service kind of ramp that goes around like essentially like the top sides of these walls. Imagine you're just in this big, very large rectangle, right? You're coming down from one level of the rectangle to now this bottom level of the rectangle. So you could hop off the ramp now and try to like shimmy your way onto that service area to get to the controls for the doors.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, let's try and get down there and then get to those controls and see what you can do, Riley.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm going to wait until that is a thing that we are doing.
So we follow you?
Okay, yeah, sure. How easy is it to navigate down there?
I mean, so imagine you're kind of like crawling over this lip onto basically like a little tiny concrete slab that you then are shimmying down. So like it's going to take the four of you some time to get down onto the like essentially like the walkway that's around it. But you're only dangling 500 feet above water, and that's all.
I was about to say, could I try and unleash my powers to try and use air manipulation to
Move the group?
Move the group?
Sure, go for it.
I just rolled 2 6s, plus 1 is 11.
So it's like effortless, like Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like, you move all 4 of them, and yourself to land.
Ellie
Right
is screaming.
again. As you all see below you now, all of the houses like washed away. Like some of the houses are still kind of peeking above all this water and debris beneath you, as you all land on this maintenance ramp to make it to essentially the other. Basically, you have to walk around to get to the maintenance hatch, the room, to get there. Who's taking the lead?
Lilac? Oh.
No, Riley, because he's going to be doing the stuff for it. Lilac's probably helping Bluebird.
Oh, you stayed behind?
Yeah, no,
Oh, did he
he's back.
stay?
Yeah, he's staying.
Did you bring him with you, or did you leave him resting?
Oh, he's probably resting then.
Yeah.
He's not much help.
He's out of commission.
He essentially the equivalent of getting like Superman kicked the crap out of him. So he's sitting down. He's sitting down for a bit.
That man is dead.
That man is dead. So Rally, you're kind of leading the way over this like see-through great walkway.
Oh,
500. I did 500 feet above this basically rushing water that is continuing to fill in and fill in and fill in and fill in. Who's behind Rally?
I presume then Lilac probably is.
Okay. And then who's covering the rear? All right. And so then Nethira, you're smack dab in the middle. Got it. So the 4 of you make your way across this grate, and you make your way to the maintenance door. And you see it is a locked metal door. The most nefarious BBEG of all campaigns, a door. How are you going to get the door open?
I mean, it's definitely locked. We've tried the handle.
Did you try the handle?
I'll try the handle. Or
It's
Riley
locked.
try the handle. Okay. Can I just kick it in?
Give me an unleash your powers.
God damn it. That's 10.
Oh yeah, you boot this door down and just it is crashed to the ground.
Okay. All right. Your turn.
Ellie walks in to go do some computer things.
So you walk in and you see all these bits and bobs of machinery, kind of making up this inside of the wall. There's a bunch of different systems that operate out of here. And you sit down at the computer panel, to begin to get to work. And Alea, as you're making your way in, Alea and Nethira will probably see this. You hear a katunk behind you on the ramp.
Oh no.
Turn around.
You see Ava standing on the ramp behind you, going, "What are you doing? Alea, you're ruining our plan."
What?
No.
Rally, you're
Ava.
in the room right now.
Oh, I thought that was
No.
that was loud enough for us to hear.
Well, they're outside of the ramp around rushing water, and you're in a room full of loud machinery.
Fair enough. Sorry.
Avon, we're just trying to help. What you're doing, it's gonna hurt everybody.
We're freeing the city. We're ending the oppression.
By killing everyone?
Those who are strong
level?
will survive.
Nethira's gonna put her arm like in between hers and just kind of hold on.
She goes, I can't let you stop this. And she begins to walk forward.
Your value isn't dictated by
Leia.
how strong you are.
Lightning begins to roll off and crackle off, and she's like, I thought you were going to be my sister again, as she continues to march towards you.
Nethira, you might need to leave. And Alea is gonna gear fucking up, I guess.
Okay. All right, we're gonna cut inside to our friends Lilac and Rally, who are working on the computer. Rally, so you open it up. You've played computer games before, and amongst other things on the internet, operating a city-wide safety system, maybe not amongst them, but you're gonna give it the old college try. So
High
give
school
me
try.
Give me a roll 2d6 plus superior.
Plus superior.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Not terrible, I guess. Oh, not terrible. 9.
Okay, so that is
Ooh.
1 success, and you're gonna need to get 3 successes.
Fuck.
Close the doors, and you need to get 3 successes while the group deals with Avon. Lilac, what are you doing?
Have I heard that Avon's out?
You would have heard, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
She's gonna say to Riley, whatever you do, do not stop.
Wasn't planning on it, but all right.
Great. She's
Your man.
gonna turn and back Nithira up and put her hand on her shoulder and just be like, you think you can mess with her head?
I could try.
All right, we'll create some openings.
Okay.
All right, Alea, what are you doing? As you see, she is marching towards you.
Alea's first move is going to try to stop her without hurting her. So it's going to be
Gravity.
manipulation. Yeah.
All right. Go
I'm a
ahead,
simple
roll.
arsenal. I'm a simple person.
Go ahead, roll your unleash powers, please.
Okay.
Or actually, give me a directly engage a threat.
Nice.
Yes.
That is an 8.
An 8. So you get 1. Resist or avoid blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, impress or surprise or frighten the opposition.
I'll go with frighten.
Yeah, so you lock her in place, and the thought of basically the plan falling to pieces begins to get to her, and she's like, no, this is not the way it's supposed to happen, and she like can't move. You can see more and more lightning is beginning to crackle off of her, and she's like, this is not the way it's supposed to be. What are the rest of you doing?
So Alea has her held?
Yeah.
She's currently held in place by gravity. Currently.
Lilac will quickly say to Nithira, because she's fought her before, and she's like, our emotions channel our abilities. She gets stronger. Try and see if you can calm her.
Oh.
Does Alea hear this?
Because as you're standing there, like
Okay.
keeping her down.
You're gonna then when Lilac says that to Nithira's just going to like is just gonna like again just disappear into shadow. I always like envision like just the particles disappearing from the head down, and then Avon will feel a hand just lightly touch her shoulder while Nithira tries to access her memory.
Accessing whose memory?
Avon's.
Okay, you're gonna need to roll unleash your powers, please.
Oh god.
Oh god, come on.
There's a reason I put so many good numbers into that one. Freak, I forgot to get freaking digital dice again. 9, 11, wait, 10, 11, 11.
11.
Mhm.
So tell me what you're trying to do.
So she is trying to she's trying to do 2 things in one, trying to find a memory that she can manipulate, because she doesn't know Avon well, in order to calm her down. So what she's doing is she's trying to search for a memory that points Nithira to who Avon listens to, and then she's gonna try to manipulate the memory into making Avon believe that this is actually part of the plan, and them doing this is like them be like, let them be dumb, like this is supposed to happen, but make them think like it's not supposed to.
So you, as you're navigating her memories, you find this one of her looking at this image of Rend, and like you keep seeing that pop up, and you're like, okay, so this this is the way, because it seems like she listens to this person. And you go that way. And you touch that memory. And you touch it in the hopes to use it as calm. But as you touch it, that memory is red hot. As it is rage incarnate as you touch it. And it almost jolts you back into Lilac's arms. As you see the lightning has now begun to almost like crash against the walls that's pouring off of Avon on the ground. As she's just getting angrier and angrier and angrier. And Alea, it's getting harder and harder for you to hold her in place as you see more of the lightning. It's like the lightning is striking near your feet. It's crackling all over the place. And Lilac, Nithira has now fallen back into your arms. What do you do? Lilac.
She's gonna spin around and put like Nithira on her feet and then turn back around. And I think what she's going to do is just try to fucking kick her while she's down in that sense. And I'd like to directly engage a threat, but I'd like to use my ability, which is fight the good fight, so I can pull my blows.
Okay.
All right.
So what are you hoping, like, how are you attacking her?
She's basically, she knows that the pressure, like she can see that Alea is like struggling. So what she wants to do, she wants to try and kick her up and back away from the others and away from the door.
Okay. Roll me directly engage threat.
I get to use Savior for this instead. Which I'm very grateful for. That makes that a 9.
A 9. So I'm assuming create an opportunity for your allies or impress, surprise, frighten your opponent, taking something from them, avoid blows.
When I use pull my punches, I can't impress, surprise, or frighten them. So what I want to do is create an opportunity for my allies.
Okay. So you describe how you punt Avon, essentially.
I think it's a case of as soon as she spins round to put Nithira back, her eye starts glowing and like so does her hair as it starts to like ripple. And that same anger, but in like a different kind of spectrum to Avon, begins to show over her before she turns and just dashes forward like so quickly if you blinked you'd miss it, and just basically picks her up from like her like head and chin from underneath her helmet, and then as she kind of follows her up, then just like kicks her again to kind of kick her back.
Yeah, and you see her go going spinning backwards, slamming against the basically the grate, the stairwell, and you feel the bridge underneath you that you're all standing on kind of like wobble a bit as she gets slammed backwards. And the opportunity you created is rally. Please go ahead and roll for me. Make a second roll, buddy.
Of course, let's go.
2d6 plus superior.
I have only this. Oh, okay. 6.
6. You accidentally closed the window you were working on. Damn it! And so now you have to go back through and find it again.
Halfway through, I get distracted, start like looking on fantasy YouTube, just be like, how to hack gates.
No.
And we cut back outside. So the three of you standing on this bridge, Avon was just knocked back, and she begins to climb to her feet. And you see, as she grabs the railings, you see lightning runs along the rails. And you see her look down at the railing and look at the three of you.
Oh, come on.
And you see her lift a fist to come down onto the rail. And I'm going to roll Unleash Your Powers.
Can I ask a question?
Of course you
as
can.
you're doing this?
Mhm.
Would I be able to use the defend ability to try and see if I can stop that from getting past me and take that brunt?
So, to kind of clarify what I'm doing, or what
Yeah.
she's doing, is she looks to be trying to shatter the bridge.
Oh boy, she's not trying to electrocute everyone on it. She's trying to
No.
shatter it. Okay.
But she rolled poorly. So as the fist comes down, you see she kind of winces. As you see the lightning kind of crackles out of like the basically the spaces in her armor. And you see she kind of grips it, and she grips her stomach as more and more lightning begins to crackle off of her, cracking against the walls. What do the three of you do?
Lilac will like call back to the others like, she seems unstable.
You seemed that way before.
Can I?
Does Nathira still have the ability to like, can you like whisper something in her head?
That's
or
what
like
she
draw
tried,
out?
I believe.
I tried.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking like product, like mixing fear with what Alea just said, and knowing that like going into her brain is gonna make it even worse. Oh, this is like guttural. Can I try to force choke her? I'm trying to drop her unconscious.
You know, give me.
I am trying to, because Nathir would think the only way out of this right now is to put her to sleep. Because it's like a kid having a tantrum and you just give it Benadryl.
Well, that's intense Benadryl.
That's
Choke out the
super
child.
intense. And I'm running off the fact that she just saw this, like, her pull down, like, Nathir is so scared.
Okay, roll me Unleash Your Powers, please.
I don't like that.
Come
What am I at?
on.
Okay. That's a 7.
Okay, so a 7 with Unleash Your Powers.
Yeah.
You can either mark a condition, or you want it to be unstable.
I am willing to. I feel like it's unfair for me to pick between one of the two. Can I like roll?
Sure, if you want to roll, or I can just pick for you.
I was gonna go. Okay. Condition.
Okay.
What
So
do I
you begin to choke her, right? As she's already kind of gripping herself. And Alea, you see Nathira with her hands out, and you see Avon begin to kind of grasp at her throat. As all this lightning is crackling off of her, she's grasping at her throat. While Nathira's essentially Darth Vader, hand extended, force choking her. What do you do?
Alea. Oh god. She doesn't want her sister to be hurt. That's the core of it. But she also does trust Nathira as a friend. So I'm going to try and I'm going to shout out, "Don't kill her!" And I'll go up to her and I'm going to try and comfort and support.
Okay, so you're going to walk into the lightning.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Not into, but near enough where she can hear me. And I am going to sing the lullaby that she sang before from our childhood.
Ooh.
To show that I'm like calm and like on her side too, I'm going to kneel down.
Like, what condition did I take?
I believe you pick.
Yeah, you picked
Oh, I
the
thought
condition.
I thought you assigned it. You've assigned it in the past. I can take one.
I would mark insecure, please.
Fuck.
Give me a comfort or support someone. Actually, at this point, it would be directly engage threat, honestly.
Oh boy.
At this point,
Okay.
directly engage threat.
That is an 8.
Okay, so go ahead.
As I'm doing this, and I'm hopefully calming her down, I want to create an opportunity for my allies.
Okay, so you've caused a moment of hesitation. So that I'll jump to rally. Go ahead and roll me, buddy. 2d6 plus superior, or Superiority,
boy.
please.
My favorite.
Come
You can
on.
do this.
Plus 0, so a solid 8.
An 8? All right, that's two
That's
successes.
success!
That's
Oh
two
my
successes.
That
We
YouTube
cut,
video really helped.
we cut back outside.
Love
Lilac,
that.
you see, Alea has gotten close, attempting to calm her down, and it caused her a moment of hesitation. You see Nithira is like straight up force choking her, trying to keep her in place. More of this lightning is crackling off of her. The doors still haven't closed. What do you do?
I'm thinking, all right. Is there an area like up? There is, isn't there? Like if I can knock her far enough up, she'll get
hit the
off
ceiling.
of the. Yeah, but she'll not be on the bridge anymore that she's trying to break, which would be good. So, I think I'm gonna try and directly engage a threat and just try and punch her.
Okay, go ahead, go for it.
Again. But I will again pull my punch. So that's a 10.
A 10. So yeah, so you can pick 2 from that list except for the last one. So you are able to avoid the lightning, I'll say that, as you move in, as these lightning bolts are just crackling everywhere. And what are you taking something from her or creating another opportunity?
I don't know if there is anything I can take, but the lightning seemed to be originating from this area here, right?
It's originating from her whole body at this
Her
point.
whole body.
She's like bleeding lightning, essentially.
Okay, cool. Then I'll just create another opportunity, I think.
Yeah.
Just to knock her up, basically.
Okay. You falcon punch her up, right? And just knock her up. You see her kind of go flying into the sky. Nithira, do you release your force choke or do you continue to hold it? As she's knocked into the air.
I'm gonna say with a 10, like Lilac knocked her out of my grasp.
Okay. Yeah, you knock her up into the sky, more lightning crackling, and you create the opportunity. So Rally, go ahead and roll, buddy.
The
Come on,
last
buddy.
one I need, right?
Yes, please.
Yes, it is.
Oh, please don't close the
Come on,
tab.
Rally.
Come on,
9. Wait, no,
9.
10.
10. So you you finally make your way through the systems and you finally hit the button and there's this ka-dunk noise and these loud gear noises as the doors begin to close above you.
Oh shit, we need to get out.
Riley's probably gonna just run out and be like, guys, I did it! And just kind of like...
And you see Avon is falling back down and kind of slams into the rails and is now holding on to the side of the rail.
Would it be rude if we kicked her?
Yes, let's go. Can I try and do the manipulation again to try and get everyone off the bridge if I'm trying to get everyone over towards me?
Give and unleash your powers.
Please be nice to me. Please be nice. You've been so good to me. Carry on being good to me. 7.
7. So,
Do it. Drop me.
do you want a condition or do you want it to be unstable?
You can choose.
I think
I said drop.
Yes, Alea?
I think you know what I'm thinking.
I do know what you're thinking.
Okay, cool.
As you wrap the air around, the group and go, you feel a tug. As one of the bodies that you've attempted to grab isn't moving with you. As it seems, correct me if I'm wrong, Alea is staying on the bridge. As the rest of the group and you begin to move back towards the entrance to go up.
Lilac is like looking down at her furiously.
Alea, what do you do?
Can you...
As you see, as Avon is beginning to pull herself back up onto the bridge.
I'm going to help her pull herself back up.
Okay, I need you to roll take a powerful blow, please.
Oh boy, lots of lightning.
So
Okay.
roll plus any conditions you have.
Just got rid of a condition, so thank goodness. 3.
A 3.
Yeah.
So you're able to withstand the lightning as the lightning is like crackling against your skin, burning you, shocking you as you're pulling her up.
Avon, I want you to be okay, and I don't think this is going to make you okay.
Avon isn't responding to you. She's just panting, like just hard breathing.
You said that you wanted me to be your sister.
I said I wanted you to help free everyone. But no, you're just like the rest of them.
No.
And the lightning is continuing to increase, pouring off her, and you see she's kind of twisting in pain.
Lilac, get Alea.
And the group of you have now reached the impasse, and Bluebird's there. I wanted to tell you that she was coming, but I can't.
It's okay. She's looking down at Alea and like looking desperately at
The door.
I'll be
gates.
able to get out.
Yeah, she's preparing that if it's getting too close, she's gonna try and hold it back long enough for Alea to get back if she's not out yet.
Alea can teleport, right?
I can.
Say that as rally.
Avon, if anyone here isn't helping people, it's you.
I need you to roll take a powerful blow again.
Okay.
Oh boy.
This is the thing where I want to roll low. 3 again.
Oh
So
my
she
God.
swings at you. She comes from the ground and swings and contacts the wall and craters the wall.
Alea just kind of moves slightly to the side to dodge it. I know it's hard and it's easy to it's hard going through what you went through, and I can't imagine it, and it's easy to let the anger fester and stay. But fucking hell!
Roll take a powerful blow.
5.
5.
Narrowly missing this.
She swings again and she slams into the railing, and you feel the bridge like buckle as the bridge is now kind of like at a bit of an angle.
Do you really want to die for this?
I will do what I have to.
You don't have to do this. You don't have to even be a part of my family or anybody's. You can be alone like you want. You can be angry like you want. What happened to you isn't your fault, and I'm not going to dictate how you should feel. But I am asking you to take responsibility and to not ruin other people's lives because you're hurt.
So you see she's like, you're wrong. And you see the lightning is beginning to crack, and you see her armor is beginning to crack, and you see she's beginning to vibrate as more of this lightning is crackling off of her. And you have the briefest moment before she detonates. What do you do?
I'm going to try and use my time manipulation to move her back in time, so she does not detonate.
Move her back to when?
I want to move her back to when we were children together.
Oof. Okay.
I know.
You're literally
gonna
trying
be
to undo like
Multiple
nearly
years.
12 years.
Yeah. I know this might not work.
Even
and
if you roll high, it's most like that's a huge. All right, go for
I
it.
know.
Roll.
I know. And I'm gonna let you pick how that is fucked
Roll-
up if it's fucked up.
Unleash your powers.
Okay. An 8.
Okay. All right. So as you see the lightning's crackling more and more to critical mass, you extend your hand and you rewind your sister, essentially. And you know, this moment of her being a kid again in your mind is like, you know, like, I need to go back. I need to push. I need to send her back to when she was like this. You see, like, the lightning kind of begins to pull back into her body. And you see kind of the armor, you know, in different forms appears. You know, you see her in training clothes, then you see her in school kid clothes, then you see her continue to de-age and de-age and de-age and de-age and de-age till she's gone. And you collapse from exhaustion. And Lilac, you see Alea collapse on the bridge.
Bluebird, I know you're tired. I'm gonna need you to get up and I'm gonna need you to get her. And I want to go and try and hold the gates.
Yes, dear. And he like gets himself to his feet and Spider-Man's his way down to Alea.
Mm-hmm.
How are you gonna hold the doors? With super strength?
Yeah, super strength.
Give me unleash your powers, please.
It's okay. An 8.
Okay. It hurts. It hurts. You feel your bones crunching in your hands and in your arms and in your shoulders as you're holding, imagine gates the size of a building,
Can I
essentially.
help?
How would you like to help?
Telekinesis?
Give me an unleash your powers, see if you can
At
pull some of
least
that weight
try to
away.
hold. Oh, I can't be hurting. 4, 5, 6, 7. I got a 9.
9. So you are struggling also to hold the doors. Like your nose begins to bleed. Rally. If you still had your belt, if you still had superpowers, how would you help? Like from your comic book encyclopedia, how would you help?
I don't even know if Rally would right now.
But if you would, how would you?
Probably try to hold the gates open too, I guess.
Roll unleash your powers, please.
Okay. It's plus.
Freak, yes.
Yeah. Okay. 11.
With an 11, you feel the book that your dad gave you in your hand. And the pen is in your other hand, or the brush is in your other hand. How do you use this to keep the gate from closing? What do you draw to keep the gate from closing?
I don't think he draws anything. He just probably writes the word stop in like the most intensely like I have nothing else to really add to this kind of way. It's like a last ditch effort of just like, I don't want this to happen.
And you see the letters stop kind of wedge themselves. They kind of expand and wedge themselves in between the gates as these almost like beams helping. You see like the S, the T, the O, and the P kind of all wedge themselves in the door. And you see Bluebird kind of lands next to you with a passed out Alea, and it gives the opportunity to Lilac and to Nithira to relax and let the gate be.
I like honestly, as those words have come up, I think Lilac's like honestly like, what the fuck? Okay. All right, Ow, is that everyone?
And the doors.
That matters. I don't say that as rally.
Okay. That's Chris being an ass. So all 5 of you are now back up top.
Okay. Okay. All right. Her pulse, Alea's pulse, is she okay?
Yeah,
She's not.
she's passed out.
Okay, great. All right. Water supplies. Let's go. It's nonstop, guys. We have to. Lilac is honestly like, I think she's got like tears streaming down her eyes and she doesn't realize they're there because she's in so much pain, but she's just kind of trying to like shake it off.
And Bluebird like puts a weak hand on you and he goes, "We can't like this. There's no way we could do it like this."
Then what do we do?
And he just kind of like lets his hand go and he goes, "I don't know. I don't know."
Right, well, the floodgates are up, at least. Thanks, Riley.
I don't even know what emotion is being portrayed on his face right now, but whoever's standing closest would just hear like the faintest, I'm special again.
What do you mean?
Oh, are you the closest one? Shit.
She's probably, her and Nathira are the most conscious. As Alea's passed out and Bluebird's kind of like,
I mean, I'm gonna say Lilac. Lilac's the only one.
Sure. Yeah, cuz all right. Let's go through this.
What do you mean?
It's not important. We have people to save.
Is that what you're valuing your worth on?
Who's wondering the what now?
Is that what you're valuing your worth on?
Look, the gate's closed. I think we can just move on. You
No,
both need to rest.
I'm done. No, I'm done with you moving on from this little pity party that you've got because you're upset that you lost your powers. Big deal. You lost your powers. That never stopped you from being you. God, you were so annoying. You've been annoying since the day I fucking met you. But you know what you always were? You were an inspiration to the people around you. And I hated that. I didn't understand why someone so stupid and so naive and so inside their own head. And she's like poking you and like pushing you as she's stepping forward into your space. I didn't understand how Nathira and my sister could look to you and see someone that could encourage them to move forward. As soon as you took a step back and a step into your own head, you affected them, whether you liked it or not. You have always been important. You have always been special. And if it took you losing some powers and then gaining them again to make you feel worthwhile, then maybe you need to take a good long look in the mirror and decide what's really important to you.
I don't know if Riley quite knows how to use these powers, but he is just gonna make like a wall of ink between himself and Lilac, and you just hear him scream, "Back the hell off!"
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. Yeah.
Sick.
Yep.
Oh, great. Another wall. Let's see how strong it is. Can she get through it?
You feel a hand on your thigh again. And it's Bluebird. He goes, "Just let him figure it out." It's a great speech. Great speech. You can't.
She'll kind of brush her leg away as he's saying that. Like, as he's saying that, she's going to try and brush her leg away from him.
And just
she's
like
like-
you told him to not continue to push people away and put walls up. You gotta not do the same.
Sorry.
Let's all just sit. Let's sit for a minute. Yeah.
And Lilac will sit down and she'll look at that wall of ink. And she'll just kind of sit down. And I think she goes to cross her arms, and then her arms are in so much pain, she's instantly like, okay.
Nathira, what are you doing?
She has done nothing but stare at the closed bridge. She's like completely zoned out.
Okay. Rally.
Yeah.
What are you doing behind your wall, buddy?
I don't want to say crying, but crying probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's definitely in his own head, and in the sense that he's thinking of all the things he probably could have said, just didn't.
Okay.
He's just, to him, it's just not worth fighting Lilac about this anymore. Is it just a wall between me and her, or is it between
it's just like a wall. You just put up a wall. Like is that. So like she could walk around it if she wanted. But like it's the idea of the wall.
I think with that, Riley's gonna try to use his powers. He's gonna draw like a little flower, just to see if he can make it real, or not real, but like physical.
Yeah, you draw a flower and it's in your hand, made of ink.
It's nice. Just gonna test the sad little extent of his powers right now.
Nathira, still staring at the doors?
Yeah, she's about as spent as you could possibly be. Like, she hasn't even felt the blood that dripped from her nose.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like dangling off her upper lip. Just.
So Bluebird pipes up and goes, "Hey, well, you guys are heroes. You say, I mean, I know we caused some of these issues, but you did save the rest of the city, so that's kind of cool. You guys worked. It seemed to like you worked together for the first time since you fought me, so that's also a good thing. Yeah, I'm just saying you guys saved the rest of the people in the city. Thought that's something you should, amongst all this doom and gloom, note."
You're right. Thanks.
And you see he's like faint, like really weakly reaching for like the broken cigarettes, like.
Oh, for goodness sake. She's gonna like achingly reach for them and just kind of pull one out and try and straighten it slightly. And then be like, there.
Thank you. And he just weakly lights it and leans back against the wall. Alea. Oh, Nathira, go ahead. Go for it.
No,
She's passed out. I'll get to her. What you got?
Nathira was gonna go up to Alea and put Alea's head in her lap and just play with her hair.
Okay.
And wait to see if no one was watching her for a second.
I mean, they're all kind of involved in their own worlds. So what would you like to do?
She's gonna try to access Alea's memory into what happened when they were all separated.
Separated, which time?
Where Alea was before she came back with them
With Nova?
her dad. Yeah.
Okay. Give me Unleash Your Powers.
Because it's Alea, do I get influence points or?
You have influence, yeah.
Okay. 7. Unleash your powers.
Yes.
That's 10 on the dot because I have a +3.
Okay. So you enter Alea's mind. And it's like you're in the room, but you can't be seen.
Yeah.
As you watch Alea talk to Rally's mom, and you're like, that's weird. But then you see Avon standing next to her. And then you follow her and you see her laying in a bed. And you see doctors kind of like hooking her up. And then she passes out. And then you see her wake up. And you follow Avon. And then you see her run into her father. And you see Rally's mother order Nova to take her away. And you see her escape. And that's what you see.
When the dream or when the memory joins back in and like she's back in the room at the rally point basement and like everyone's together, she's just kind of like and then just goes back to playing with her hair.
Okay. Alea. You open your eyes and you are in that dark space full of boundless stars. And you're just kind of sitting on top of this endless darkness. And you see a man who's walking towards you. And he's in a long black coat. And he's got this dark brown hair with these shocks of white through it. And he kind of like crouches down next to you and he goes, "How you feeling?"
Who are you?
And he sits down and he goes, "I'm not really quite sure anymore. Kind of lost my name a long time ago."
How are you here?
Well, this is the in-between, kid.
Am I dead?
No. I believe you have access to this space, so perhaps unconsciously you came here? Not quite sure.
Is Avon here?
Avon. Who's that?
No one. Never mind.
You doing all right? Seem a bit troubled.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll be fine. Thank you for the talk. And Alea's gonna like get up and try and like walk away and do this breathing where she's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the while her hands are shaking. And
as you're walking away, you hear him say, "Jackson misses you. He's wondering where you are."
How do you know Jackson?
And he takes like a deep sigh.
"I know a lot of things. And right now I know your boyfriend misses you. He's been worrying nonstop, asking about you all the time. He honestly should have kept his nose out of other people's business, but he somehow figured out that you were a hero. And he just kept digging, trying to find where this all started, where it originated. And he hadn't been returning his calls, so he just kept looking. Would you like to see him?
Alea, at this point, her back is still turned to him.
Mhm.
But she looks over her shoulder, and in her mind, she thinks about the first conversation they had, where he said that he wanted to know about her, not Lilac or her mom or her dad.
Mm-hmm.
And can you take me to him?
Of course I can.
And back into reality.
Fucking hell.
Shit.
Mhm.
Oh, double shit.
So you all right. So those of you on the bridge, what do you do? You've been resting for maybe like 20-ish minutes now at this point. And you know, you're here, you know, you're on the bridge, but you're all pretty either beaten or bloody or tired. Do you stay here? Do you decide to kind of hunker down here on this kind of on-ramp? Or what do you do?
We need to find a safer place to fully rest and recuperate. Anyone got any ideas?
I don't know what's safe anymore.
All right. Then we find somewhere. Anywhere? God damn it. She's just gonna slowly push herself to her feet, like somewhat shakily, but like I'm hoping that her regeneration has started to do something.
Slowly but surely, yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. She's gonna start like gripping her fingers again, and she's looking down at like Blue, who's like being just like had the shit kicked out of him.
Yes.
And she's like kind of wondering whether she can use any of like pass on any of her regeneration. I don't know if she'd be able to though, because I think it's more an internal thing.
It's more like it's more like Wolverine's healing factor than like,
that's what I was thinking it was.
healing
She's kind of
magic.
looking at that and she's thinking, I don't think that's something I can help with. All right. Okay. Up. Everyone up. We gotta go.
All right. Well, Bluebird stands up slowly but surely.
She'll like help
Rally
him to his feet.
and Nethera, what do you do? Alea is still asleep in your lap. Nethera.
Nethera's poking Alea's cheek. Oh, yeah.
In the like place where I'm at, can I feel Nethera, like her presence or her physical? Not at all.
So you poke her face and she kind of moves a little bit and opens her eyes. And she goes, "What happened?"
Not this shit again.
Fuck!
Are you alright?
I don't know what happened. And she
You,
like she grips her head.
Alea, I don't know what you did, but Avon, I don't see her anymore. I don't know where you sent her,
Oh no.
but you passed out quickly afterwards.
And she just like puts her head in her hands. And she goes, "I did it again," and begins to cry.
What's the last thing you remember? You didn't do anything bad. It's fine.
I tried to stop her. She was gonna explode. So I tried to make her a kid again.
I'm not sure what to do with the turn her into a kid again plan, but you did good at least. It's not your fault.
Yeah.
Okay. What are we doing?
hanging
Figuring
out.
that out. Where are we going, Lilac?
Lilac is kind of torn between moving to Alea and then trying to focus on what to do next. I think she's going to move towards Alea though, and just be like, Alea, listen, I know you've been struggling, but I'm glad that you came to your senses and came back to us. I saw in the video feed that you went with Avon and you let it go.
You did what?
So,
And
she-
as you say this to her, Alea, as you're following the man in the black coat, you hear her saying this faintly. And you hear come to your senses. And you now, Lilac, see Alea blinking rapidly. And Alea, feel free to take the lead.
Am I back in my body now?
You are.
With like dust, I know it's kind of dusty with all the houses being destroyed.
Are you good? What did-
Without saying anything, Alea is just going to like pull everyone around her in for a very tight squeeze.
Okay, still have broken arms.
I'm sorry.
Riley
sorry.
strongly dislikes being this close to Lilac.
I can just see him like smushed drawing the wall again.
No,
God. I'm going through the wall. I wanted out from behind.
Like, if we get this fucking ink off me,
Well, he's gonna ruin your outfit.
I'm gonna ruin your fucking face.
And Bluebird's like, this is nice.
Aw. I love Bluebird.
Um,
I'm
that guy.
really sorry. I'm really sorry. I wanted my sister. I have one though.
Yeah. Sorry for making you feel like you didn't.
Alea is gonna go down to the ground and knock 2 times.
As she does the 2 knocks, Lilac will kind of sigh and give like a sort of soft laugh and be like, I haven't done this in years. And she'll kind of go down and give 1 knock in return.
You're a really good sister.
Okay.
And you guys are really good friends.
Yeah, well, I think you're
Right.
pushing it a little bit. Not with the friend thing, the sister thing, but whatever. Listen, this is nice, but we do have to go. It's not safe.
Yeah, when you guys were in my head, out of curiosity, did you meet someone there? Because I think that might be someone who's causing this.
I mean, I kicked someone's ass in there, so like, well, I guess.
It absolutely is, yeah.
They have Jackson.
Jackson is like inside your head.
I don't know.
It's not inside her. She just has access to a different dimension.
Damn, that's really cool. But also not really right now, but like that's pretty cool.
Did you see Jackson?
No.
It,
So you
it could
don't know that he has him?
it could be a bluff, kind of like in one of the comics, probably. It's a thing that villains do. I've seen it.
Alea, if if you end up back in that dimension and he's there, don't follow him anywhere.
Even
Okay.
if he has one of us. Don't.
At that point, Alea's gonna go over to Nathira and hold her hand. And like squeeze. Yeah, I think I can do that. What? Is everybody safe? Did we?
Well, I mean,
Define safe.
as-
Kind of relative.
I think Lilac wants to go to a safe. Says we should also go to a safe place.
It's my
Listen.
house. My house isn't flooded, right? That's like on a
No,
different level.
no,
No,
your
but
house
your
is a
house is out.
battleground.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mhm. Blue,
Yeah.
what about your place?
Are your parents also secretly superheroes that have
He-
like a
he-
secret base under their house?
He points down.
Flooded.
What about
It's
Okay.
it's
your
okay.
parent?
My dad hasn't been around for a minute, so who knows?
And your mom?
I've never met my mom, so
Sorry, I didn't.
you didn't know. Fuck it, it's fine. No worries. Let's go. Oh God! As he's
Okay.
trying to, I don't know. We need to get somewhere.
Somewhere, not here. If Nova beats the others, I don't know how long they can hold him off. But
We can't fight him like this.
exactly, which is why we need to hide. Listen, I can't even stand up to my dad on a good day, so.
Nefira,
Uh,
my dear. When you hear we need to hide, describe for me what your sanctuary looks like.
Oh, shit!
Oh, does it have to be a real place or can it be imaginary?
It can be wherever you want it to be.
It's a physical room with no doors that represents the box that Nethira had hidden in her closet, which was her little safe shoebox where she kept all of like her memories. So it literally just feels like a little shoebox.
Mhm.
And it's got like pictures of her and Rowley, like letters that they've written each other, like little things on the ground, but also just like any little thing that's made her happy, like photos of her and her parent, like her and her mom when her mom was alive. And it was her own little tucked away safe shoebox in the corner of her closet. So that's where I think her mental safe place would be. It'd be like a physical room representation of that shoebox.
Okay. You just have a feeling that you can go there if you want it.
By myself or with other people?
You're not sure. Never tried.
Nathira still would have been sitting down.
Yeah.
So when she hears that and she thinks of this place, she's just gonna rub her eyes and like try to remember, like just remembering all the things that made her feel safe, which are the photos of the people that she had in the box.
Okay. Are you intending to take everyone else with you or go yourself?
She wouldn't be like forward thinking, taking people with her because she doesn't know that she's going anywhere, but also at her heart, she doesn't want to leave people she cares about behind.
So you rub your eyes and you blink them, and you're in this space that makes you feel comfortable, safe, calm, happy. And the rest of you, as you're mid-conversation, you blink, and you're in this space. This other place.
At risk of sounding repetitious, Riley screams.
Like,
This isn't one of mine.
Lilac has like pulled up her fist, like she's holding Blue Bird 1, but she's got a fist ready, and she's like,
I
What?
just got these powers. I can't lose them to another supervillain.
Nithira has like a mini heart attack because she doesn't know what's going on, but there's like small pictures of like her and Rally with like a heart over Rally's face, and she's just like walking up and like pulling them off the wall and being like,
what?
Where are we?
A
Nithira?
shoebox.
This is, and there was like a little hacky sack that she and Rally had used when they were kids, but it's like a full beanbag chair in the corner. And she's like,
Oh, sick of beanbag chair, and he jumps into it.
What is going on?
It smells like shoe.
No, that's not possible. She's like taking little crumples of paper and like throwing it at the ceiling and seeing if the ceiling moves at all.
It doesn't.
Nithira,
There's a lot of pictures of you and Rally here.
is this?
I
What is this?
I remember
No.
taking that one. That one's pretty great.
no.
No?
Okay, everyone stop. Nithira, where the fuck are we?
I think we're in my shoebox.
Would you have shrinking powers now?
No, I don't
Oh.
think so. No, but these were a lot bigger before. And
Dang.
do you see the beanbag you're on?
Yeah?
Remember second grade?
Yeah. I thought it looked kind of beanbaggy.
I don't know what's going on. These are all photos. This is a shoebox that I have in my closet. That has like all of my. She's like running under Alea's feet and being like, "Don't step on that! Don't step on that!"
Okay.
Why does the carpet say Nally 5 ever on it?
And she's like, I don't know.
It doesn't come off.
You know what? This isn't even the strangest thing I've seen. Okay.
This is dope. We're in a shoebox.
It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool.
Apparently.
I think it's a very nice shoebox, Nithira.
I have a quick
over
question
here.
for the game master. Is it like a perfect recreation of what was in the shoebox? Like, can I find the stuff I left there?
The stuff you left here would be here as well.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go grab that shit real fast.
Wait.
What are you taking? What are you
Nothing.
taking?
Ah, nothing.
is that?
Just
What are you taking?
it's nothing. It's nothing.
What?
It.
You
How do you
she's
even
gonna,
know?
like,
How do you even know it's
She's
real?
got
It could
like
be
she's
a-
got just papers on papers like sprawling out of her hands, and she's like, "What were you, Tree? You can't take this stuff."
It's her shoebox, so
Yeah, but it's also like maybe I need some extra paper when I use my superpowers now. So
Are you trying to make me cry?
No, I wouldn't.
Don't take my stuff. What is it?
It's just gonna like take. You see like 3 letters, and don't worry about it. Hey, wait, no, hold on, wait, no, I still want.
She's like thrown the other papers like down and is now running away with one of them in her hand.
What?
I'll
No,
try
hey,
and put my stop Rally.
Come on!
Bluebird just kind of puts his hands on Alea and Lilac, like, just watch. Just watch.
It's
I am.
This is great.
She's like just running in circles and like opens one of them up.
There are. I guess I can tell you what it is, but there are 3 letters. One addressed to Nathira, one addressed to Alea, and then one addressed to Lilac.
Okay, so
Well,
let's
roll for it.
let's.
Which one did I
okay,
get?
so I'm gonna roll 1 to 2, Alea, 3 to 4, Nathira, and 5 to 6, Lilac.
Interesting. Very interesting.
A 3. So it's from
Alea,
it's
right?
two. No, Nathira.
Oh, Nathira.
Nathira was 3 to 4.
Oh,
5 to 6 was Lilac.
I'm glad it wasn't there.
Oh, okay. We have to actually go through this. All right.
I'm reading it.
Of course you are. Yeah, it's like a really hastily scribbled together note. You would probably recognize this as like a page that he ripped out of like his Nova fucking notebook that he keeps on hand. But it says, "Dear Nathira," and then like that scribbled out is like "To Nathira," and then that scribbled out again. It's like Nathira. And then like below that the letter starts like I don't really know how to tell you this, but you and Lilac are trapped in some sort of weird dimension, and I don't really know what to do because you're not here. I have a plan though. It's a pretty dumb plan. I'm pretty sure one of you would tell me it was dumb, but you're not. So I get to do the dumb thing. And then there's just like, you do see like 2 really small like tear stains.
Oh.
I don't think I'm gonna come back from this. There's a part of me that doesn't really know if I want to, but I just want you to know that it's you. It's always been you. I've been in love with you since. I don't think I can count that far. But if by some metric we manage to survive the supervillains or Lilac's anger, because I'm fairly certain she's planning to kill me at some point. Do you want to like go out? Question mark. And then there's like, no, wait, that's stupid. No, wait, hold on. I don't know how to erase on this. I wrote this in pen. Just if I'm gone, just smile for me, okay? And just yours always, Rally. And then there's like a little tiny sketch of like the 2 of them. On like I'm gonna say like on a date. Like it's a really quick sketch. And it looks kind of similar to the character art. Like it's of Nathira, and then there's that like scenic backdrop, and yeah, he's sad.
And you just see her finish the letter, look up at you, squint her eyes, and then she's gonna reach behind her, like behind one of her braids, and pulls out one of her Sharpies. And folds it back up and then hands you the letter.
We're passing notes. This is so good.
Just gonna read it.
And it just says, "I love you too. It's always been you. You're not allowed to leave." And a little heart. And then like a really poor sketch of them like stick figures holding hands, where the only difference is it looks like she's got braids.
Rally just kind of drops the letter and just pulls you into a big hug, and you just hear him say, "I'll never leave again, I promise."
And as the camera begins to pull away from this moment, this sweet reprieve, you've all saved the day. You closed the gate. You all have this safe space to rest. And the camera pans up 1 level, and we see the rally point busted apart, destroyed. We see several buildings nearby also decimated. We see an unconscious form it's Nethira's father. We see cratered into the ground, we see Gilly. We see standing, panting, holding her chest. We see Diva. Blood running through her fingers to the ground. She says, "Stay down." As we see Nova just one more time pull himself back to his feet, broken. He's got cuts all over his body. He's bruised, he's broken, but something is keeping him from stopping. And we pan up another level. And we see a restaurant. We see a tavern. And then we see a man come up to the bar and go, "I'd like one beer, please." As the restaurant has kind of resumed business, as, you know, the news has passed quickly that the crisis is averted. And we see the bartender pull the tap. And we see the beer pour into the glass, and it's just a little bit more sparkly than normal. As he slides the beer, we see a flash into a family's home as this kid is washing the dishes, getting them ready for dinner. And we see the dishes just sparkle just a little bit more. That is where we're going to stop for tonight. Sorry, just one. And up. And up. The restricted section.
Mm-hmm.
To the Obsidian Spire. And we see within a lab. We see within a tank. We see Jackson. And we see a doctor rolling in a cart. And we see a couple vials of this shimmering white liquid. And another doctor wheels in what looks like a set of green armor.
Oh no.
And that's where we're going to stop for tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us for episode 11 of Heroes of Bastion. I've been your game master, Alec the Bard. Thanks so much to my players, Relentless as Lilac, D&D Imposter as Nethira, Caminator the Animator as Alea, and Hama Sama-kun as Rally. Hope you've enjoyed. We will see you all next time in episode 12. As from this point on, from episode 12, we have, I believe, 7 episodes left.
Only 7? No.
No.
From this
This
point
game
on.
goes on
No.
forever.
Thank you all so much.
More.
We will see y'all next time. Love you all.
Monster.